Hey, she might have been taller than you, and she was faster than you too.
With the mama leg.
Got you.
Like a titan.
Before we get started with this video, gotta give a special shout out to my boys Mikey and Chico and their fitness page called The Remaining, as well as the shirts that they got going on. You feel me? Hold on, cuz let's look at the back. Legendary, you know. Hold on. Legendary. You see it? You know what? Side effects include, you know, jumping higher, running faster, you know, some special things for men. We ain't gonna get into that, but and also this juice, bruh. Chico's selling this juice called From the Source, bro. Handmade, everything, like it's, bro, fire, dog. All organic, natural. This stuff is fire, bro. I'm gonna put up the Instagrams up on the screen, but go ahead and check out this clip really quick. Blah, blah, blah.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you?
So yeah, if you enjoyed that, go ahead and give them a follow. Check them out. Get you one of these shirts. Become legendary. You know, get hooked up with some juice. Shoot, I know I will in this next week. I'm always buying this stuff. But anyways, today we're talking about... Got to make a quick interjection here. Coming to you live from Reno, Atlantis, to be exact. I actually recorded that intro yesterday. The video was supposed to be posted yesterday with the intro, but video is just so long I couldn't do it. So but yeah, shout out to my boys Mike and Chico. Today's episode is going to be a pretty fun one. This is actually my favorite one that we talked about out of the whole thing. It's going to be about online dating. This is a part 1 because the whole thing is like 25 minutes. I had to chop it up. So if you're seeing this, it's probably going to be Monday morning. And then I'll post the other one Monday afternoon. And stay tuned for Mental Health Monday tonight, obviously. If I can, I'm hoping to get everything working. Praying that everything works fine. The internet is a little shoddy here, so yeah, enjoy.
First of all, what online dating places did you use? Websites or apps or whatever it is. What online places did you use, and why did you not like them?
So, this was a while ago, and this was like on AOL AIM.
What in the heck? Dial up.
This is why I want to get to it, is because I did that at such an early age, and I had such a bad experience. This was before catfish even came out, and I actually got catfish, right? And I was talking to some chick, and she looked so bad online, and I was like chopping it up on the AIM, right?
So you go for physical appearance?
No, so there was a connection. There was a connection. Like we bonded, like on the AIM, like, you know, we were talking to each other every single day.
We
like,
bonded, and it was some...
I didn't even know who it was, right? They sent me a picture. No, it wasn't grandma. They sent me a picture. They were fine as hell, right? I was like, damn, okay. And then we had, like, you know, so many connections. Like, we were going back and forth, talking every day. And then we were like, okay, yeah, we got to make this happen. We got to meet up. And I guess she felt like that due to the fact that we had built such a good bond together, that by the time we met up, that it was still gonna be cool. So we went, she's like, meet me at the drive-ins. I'm like, oh no, at the movies. So I'm like, okay, for sure. I came by myself, right? And I'm waiting, and I see a car pass by. I'm like, oh no, that's not her. Oh no, that's not her, right? Oh no, that's not her, right? And then there was another car, and it was bumping all this ratchet music. It was like, and then these two chicks get out of the car, and then they went up to me and they're like, oh, you waiting for my girl, right? I said, what? I said, and she was waiting there, right? And she was hella tall, like taller than me. And the one thing I don't like is I don't like a woman that's taller than me. I know it's like superficial and stuff, but I just can't stand it. It's just like, how can I date
I only want
a woman that's taller than me? So
like can't write this right.
once I found out and I seen
not a
the
writer.
real person who it was behind the catfish thing going on, I took off running and
Come on, man.
I just like turned and I just started running, right?
Get out.
Bruh, looks aren't everything except for
And they're like, oh hell no, you're not gonna do my girl like that. Oh hell no, you're not gonna do my girl like that.
But like she
I know, she sent me a fake picture and
Started sprinting.
and I was just like hella like
Hey, she might have been taller than you and she was faster than you too.
With the mama lane. She said, I'm coming
That
for you.
got you.
Like a titan.
Oh, yeah, like. And I remember, I don't know how I ended up being in the bathroom, but they were outside waiting for me to come out the bathroom. What the? And then the girls were like waiting out, like, you better come out and greet my girl. You better come out and greet my girl. And I was just like, damn.
He said, let me tell you about it.
That was the last. That was the first.
Wow.
Let me tell you how I got here.
You see, 20 years.
Wednesday morning. It was a regular day in the hood.
Hopped on my AOL. Saw this message.
You have to make that dial-up noise though.
that's beyond me, dude.
Yeah, and then I ended up running into the chick like later down the road, and we became friends. We were cool. after
Running
that.
into her, I see what you did there.
How'd you get out of that though?
Yeah.
So they threw popcorn at me, and they were mad, right? And then she hit me up on the AOL later that night, like, I can't believe you dogged me like that.
Be like, dog.
Be like, you weren't even you, so
Right?
Exactly, yeah. She fooled me. She was the original catfish.
Rich.
OG.
Wait, you mean like?
OG.
Wait, you mean like she didn't look how she was on her at all? Or
Was
she was
she-
just taller in
That's
person
what
at all?
called. That's what
Oh, it
cat
looked
But
like
she's
is
a
called.
completely different
She
person.
was a completely different person. Yeah.
Then how is she gonna act like she's the victim?
She kind of felt
She
like
was.
since we had such a good
felt like nobody
bond,
was
like
gonna
with the,
accept
when we were
her,
writing each
and
other
they
every
didn't.
day, that those feelings would just still stay there because okay, that's that person. She's still the same person that was writing me every single day,
Yeah, but
So-
that's not your appearance.
Not right.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's why she didn't understand. She was kind of like, oh
Yeah.
well, we still had the bond. I'm still like the person that was on the other side of the computer. Those feelings were real, but just the picture wasn't. So that's what she kind of felt like.
How do you
Why
know
start
those?
off-
That's a
Yeah.
dark thing, bro. That's bro. So that was the last
So
time you ever used online
then
dating?
you
So
never
that's-
online dated.
so
you
that's
don't
why-
go on Hinge or none.
So that's why I don't really do the online dating. I had tried to step back in it again, right? I'm like, okay, let me see everything, technology.
AOL again or what?
No. I stepped
Okay.
in. I seen like these.
Stepped in and stepped up.
I never did this thing called Tinder at all. But I did like the competing sites or whatever, right? And I checked them out, and then like there's like escorts on there and
Oh,
stuff.
dude,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn, this
What?
is like hella fake. There's
There-
hella fake bots and shit.
Yes, there is.
So
I don't
just-
know because I don't
That's
online date.
exactly
I've
why I
just heard
stay
this.
away from.
How you heard, huh?
I've just heard these things. No, I did try online dating.
Yeah, you did.
For like 3 weeks.
Christian Mingle or what?
No.
eHarmony?
No, it was
You just naming out all the ones that you
What? What?
no.
Foxtrot.com.
All the holy ones.
Yeah, well,
No,
hey,
it
I
was
wanted
him.
this action
It was
Christians
him.
on Christian Mingle already makes me playing. I really want. I want to make like a fake profile. there.
Supposedly there
Is it-
are people that claim to be Christian, but they're not.
What are they?
Catholic.
They just
Or
are they?
no,
Cap-
they just
no,
know
they're
that
Catholic. They're like
they know
well, it's Christians today.
They know that that's what girls want, so
A
they
Christian
play
man, so they go out,
games.
Hey, I'm a Christian man. Oh, that's another game that on the internet, capping on the internet about your height, about your hairline. You wear hats all the time. Bro, that's what-
Yeah.
bro.
Don't tell me you're 6 feet tall and then I go on a date with
5'10".
you and you're not even 5'10". It's like
5'8".
5'6". Like I'm 5'7". How did you think you were gonna pull that off?
You don't even have your height in your profile. They
Right?
assumed you were 5'2.5".
Exactly.
They're like, yeah, I'm 6 foot girl because they think you're 4'11".
Right?
They
Yeah.
put athletic build.
Yeah, she's got
Athletic build. That's
Right?
it. That's crazy, bro. Oh my goodness. Dang.
Yeah, so
Online
like,
dating.
Yeah. What about your experience with online dating?
Listen, when I was so after my year and a half.
The ones that you can talk about.
Well, no, I only had one. No, I only had one. But I did try it like for a good a few months. Even after my past relationship, I did. I admit it. I did. I got on Tinder. I did it. Look, I did it. Look, I did it.
Okay, what site did you go on?
It was just Tinder. I don't use any of those. But
Tinder's
Tinder's more. No, this is before I knew Tinder.
For like one night.
No, that's what I didn't know. I didn't know that at
I don't
first.
know that friends. I have one friend that does that,
Yeah,
and it's just for one night stand. Honestly, it's just for quick winks.
yeah, I didn't know that at first.
Or
But when I first was going on there, it was kind of rough because I was just talking with you. I had a few bad experiences. One where I met this girl and like this was years ago, but I met this girl and I was supposed to meet her at the mall and like I guess like I forgot because I was getting my hair done. I was getting my hair braided.
Wow,
and I
you
totally
sound like
just
a girl.
my phone was down and I totally forgot. Yeah, I was getting my hair braided. I was getting it did whatever. Yeah, I was getting it braided whatever, and I totally forgot. And I guess she was messaging me the whole time. She was like, and then like she ends up like cussing me out. And now we end up like not. Then that was it. We never even hung out. But the girl I actually dated on there was funny because we matched up and it tells you like the location.
You guys met at the hair salon or what?
No, it tells you the location.
It tells you the general.
General, like how many miles it generally from you, and it said less than a mile. I was like, wait, what?
That's
So
creepy.
we get to talking, and it turns out she lived literally like walking like a
Braided
few
up while you were
streets
getting
down.
braided up. She was looking at all the people you're matching with.
Damn.
No, so that day we matched. Literally that day we talked for like
I hope
30
they're not
minutes,
watching.
and I pick her up from her house, like, and we go to like Starbucks or whatever. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, something is like wrong. Like I'm not saying like, okay, I'm not trying to put me on a pedestal or nothing, but I'm saying like,
You're
I'm
trying to
thinking,
push them on, right?
no, I'm saying like this girl trusts people way too easily because we just matched 30 minutes ago and now she's already getting in my car 30 minutes. She's
Oh
lucky.
yeah, that's because it was Tinder.
She's lucky I'm not like some like weirdo trying to like hurt her.
You're a
Because
weirdo
if I
on
was,
Tinder.
no, I'm not a weirdo on Tinder. I'm a normal guy. That's the problem. No, that's the problem. I'm not a weirdo on Tinder. I'm a normal guy on Tinder, just trying to
Oh, the
like
rest of
look for a
everybody's
relationship.
weird.
That's the problem. That's where I messed up because I was trying to be normal on a date. Not for normal people. That was my issue that I read. I was like, hey, people are freaking weirdos on this site. I was like, I need to get them out of here. Like, that's what I realized after I had been on the site for a while. But we ended up, going back to
After
whatever.
you got into my car nude,
No, she was normal. No, she was
I
normal.
realized
Girl. She was
that I
nice.
probably shouldn't be on
Yeah, she was normal. She was nice and all. She was too nice though. That's what I was just like, dude. Like,
Was you trying to take it there like,
no. We ended up hanging out and then.
Friendly.
Well, she got into a dude's car and she didn't know after 30 minutes of
Yeah.
talking. So yes, I was like, oof, that.
no, that just might be. Was she 21 or young?
No, we were young. I was 19 at the time.
Okay, so then
she was
she's
18.
young. That's why she doesn't have
We were
experience.
both
getting
and I'm thinking like.
Or
it was just I was just like, well, thank God I'm not a weirdo. What if he's like,
I think young kids
one
are
of these
trusting.
killers or serial killers?
Yeah.
So
Or-
you would have got off if that.
Yeah, but that's what, I think when
Whoa.
you're young, you're way more
Yeah.
trusting when you shouldn't be, unless you experience a traumatic event or unless you're taught by your parents, don't be going in cars with boys. You know what I mean? Then
Yeah.
why not? I mean, you get rides from guys from school or whatever it is. So
She had
what's the
strict
difference?
parents too.
You know what I mean?
Strict parents. And
Oh
that
yeah,
goes
well that's
into-
just rebelling.
That's when you have strict. A lot of times, like, when they don't let you do nothing, bro, like you're more
Then
like
there you go.
you're trying to do something because you're like,
Well,
if
if my daughter is watching, you're still gonna have strict parents, and you're still not gonna go in cars with boys.
Yeah, that's why they say like kids who go to
Stranger
like
danger? Yeah.
all girls schools and stuff like
All
that.
boys and all girls
schools, that they're always trying to rebel. They're always trying to like.
They were-
Because they don't see that on a daily basis, so they want to do something that's out
Yeah.
No,
Different.
well,
Different.
also because their number one focus or their parents' number one focus is school. And as long as you're doing good in school, then it's almost like, not that nothing else matters, but
It
it's
seems like
almost
that's a
like
kid.
you have more leeway to
Yeah.
do, to go and party or go hang out with your friends or do all this stuff because on paper, you got it all together. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but it was just we ended up doing the deeds that day. Not
Oh,
we
you
didn't-
did?
no
He's
not that.
sold the
Not-
deed to his house.
Not that deed. Not that deed.
real.
Not that deed.
Doesn't
But
need to flex muscle.
look, I made my move on her,
Describing or saying anything about
not
that.
that.
He's talking
That's not what I meant.
about
Sorry.
something totally
sorry.
different.
I
He's
didn't
talking
mean-
about paying for the meal. That's the deed.
Yeah, no, I did pay for the Starbucks. Yes, I paid for the Starbucks.
He's talking about paying
Yes,
for the latte.
I paid for the Starbucks. Look,
Yeah.
I made my move on her. Look, I kissed her, whatever. The next day, I guess we were together. Then
No,
it would just
no, we're
happen
not-
so
we're not-
fast.
Leave it at that.
No, I'm not saying. Okay, whatever.
It was me.
It was just. It just happened so fast. Like
Send that out.
no,
too.
but that's why.
He's a
Shut up. That's why the relationship ended though just
So
as fast
How
because
did that happen?
because it was like we didn't become friends. We met up that day. kissed her. We were in a relationship the next day, and then we didn't know anything about each other. We didn't know, and we didn't build anything.
You guys were both going through some stuff because there's no way you're a healthy person and you want to.
What?
You're a healthy person and you want to be in a relationship the next day after meeting someone. So you're giving her judgments, telling you. No, listen. You're giving her judgment, telling her, why would you get into a car with a complete stranger?
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, dude, if I was serial killer, I would got off that day.
And then you just said you got into a relationship with her the next day.
Yeah.
It's the same difference.
Well, no,
you have no idea who that person
I
is.
felt chemistry off of that day. Look, and my philosophy is this. I've never made my move on. Okay, no, listen. I have never made my move on a girl that did not become like I don't. If I make a move on somebody, like it's beyond me. It's a wrap. Like that's it.
He said he never hit the backboard.
Look, I switched right in. Like when I make my move on her, like I consider that is me saying like, okay, like she's mine. Like that's my woman. Like it's been like that historically for every single. So I was just keeping it going.
Every single Tinder date he said.
No, it wasn't Tinder. I was the only girl that I dated off online. Every single other one was either school or college or whatever. But that's just how my life has been set up.
They're the same kid.
Yeah, same thing. But that's how. So I was just keeping up. I was just keeping it. You know, I was keeping it. But that's my morals. That's my moral. Like if I make a move on, that's me saying like, okay, like I want to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? That's my way of doing that. I'm not playing games with you. I'm not gonna make a move on and be like, well, nah, I don't really want to. I don't do that. So, you know, I had to keep up the streak. You know, I had to keep that going. So that's what I did, but it was obviously a mistake. We should have been friends first. We should have built that friendship first, but we didn't, and it just ended up going sour in 2 months. She ended up hitting me with the "I don't think we're compatible" line. I've never heard that before,
like
but I heard it.
Known you for like.
Yeah, I was like, dang, you think? Like we all know each other for 2 months. What you mean? You think we're not compatible? Of course we're not. But we dragged it on anyway. What you mean? And here we are. But you know, after that, I stopped doing online for a good long while. Started just talking to people in college only, real person connections, and then when I had my previous relationship that I ended in August, right after that, I hopped back on Tinder. I hopped back online.
Did you have any luck?
I feel like that.
No, because I met this one chick. She was a British Indian. I've never met a British. Have you seen an Indian with a British? Like I've never. Yeah, I was reading her profile and I was like, that's kind of hot. I was like, God, British Indian. I was like, hold on. And you know what though?
Their curse.
This is the only time in my life where I got reverse catfished. You ever heard of a reverse cat? Like no. I told you about this. Remember I showed you the picture. You were like, her, the British Indian girl. Because her pictures weren't.
She's not
the
best. British Indian.
She's a British Indian. I've never heard. Yeah. She lived in London for a little bit, and I was like, "Ooh,
She lived in London.
She goes to London like every.
So she had the accent.
Sometimes she said certain things, but I was like, I've never heard of that. I was like, that's kind of hot. I love.
Have you had the GPS? Have you heard the GPS with the?
Yeah, you can use the GPS voice.
Yeah. So, and then for me, I found that attractive because I love like foreign like what I love. Yeah, I hate
like Maybach music. Like
I like people not from you built different. You're not from here, whatever. That's extra points for me usually. So
like the cars with the horses on it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I like a foreign. You feel me? Like I love a foreign. So that's a pet peeve. Not a pet peeve, but that's a soft spot for me. So yeah, we end up, and this is where I messed up because I let the ideas of Tinder and the ideas of online dating and all that get to me so much that I went into this date thinking that this wasn't going to be anything or this was going to be some bot or some fake person and just looking for a hookup. That's how I went into the date. I literally went to this date. I went in pajama pants. It was like 11 at night, whatever. She texted me, whatever. Yeah, because we were just in a meet up and I talk, get to know each other, whatever. Literally, bro. I went in a sweatshirt.
That's a U-type beat.
Yep. I went in and I don't even know what I was wearing, shoes, but I went in pajama pants and a sweater. Bro, I was not, because everything was like clothes. She said she was with a friend at BJ's or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll pick you up. We can drive around a little bit, go get in and out, whatever. Just talk. It was just supposed to be chill. It was just a cool whatever. So I pull up and I didn't even know. I almost didn't recognize her when I see her. She gets in the car. She's wearing these apple bottom jeans, like these live sleeves.
She has the boots in the car,
bro. I was like, what the heck? I was like, she had the tight blue jeans on, these boots, her hair did long. She had these nice, and she had this like. I was like, what the? I was like, who is coming up to my car right now? I almost didn't recognize it. She was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, oh my god. I was like,
You said, bro, and I look like.
I was like, I almost wanted to shed a tear. I was like, oh my god. I was like, what did I?
And then she said, I put up the knee.
I was like, what did I just do? I was like, so she gets in the car. And I'm like,
were you not expecting her to
I was like, she didn't look, because she looked better. She was like, oh yeah, I'm not really good like taking pictures. I was like, you think? I was like, I know you're not. I was like, I didn't say that, but I was thinking it in my head. But she was like, anyway, she was like, that's why I called it like a reverse catfish, because it was like the opposite. Like she didn't look like all of that in the pictures, but it was whatever.
So she looked worse in the pictures.
Yeah, she got in the car and I was like, what the? She smelled. Oh my god. Bro. I was like, I didn't know what I was thinking in that moment. She said, and I'm just like, I was like, bro.
Catfishing and
Reverse catfishing. I was like, bro, I messed up. I was like, and I was like, I literally apologized. I was like, okay. I apologized. I was like, look, I'm apologize straight up.
I'm gonna let you know this right
now. I'm gonna let you know. I was like, I was not expecting.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I was like, let me tell you something. I was like, I know I'm wearing pajamas. And she was like, oh my god. She was just laughing about it, but I was just like, I apologize for not taking it like more seriously because I assumed I let. I was like, recently I was like, I'm just this Tinder stuff, I've been there, done that, and I don't have a lot of faith in it. So I think she was just like, no, it's okay, whatever. But she was already in her head.
Okay, and then she never called you.
It was we didn't like hit. I didn't hit her about it because I was like, no, I already effed it up.
You let your ego get in the way.
I effed it up. I didn't even hit her back. I was like, I'm just let her go. I was like, that's cool. I'm gonna just take that. And on top of that, like she was wearing boots like with his, so she was a little taller than what she normally. But she had to like say after like I hugged her or whatever. I was like, oh my god. Do
you think she was out of your league? Is that why?
Oh no, absolutely not. But I was thinking. No.
Fine, but nah, she was not out of my.
No. What I'm saying,
even on my worst day,
even on my worst day. No, listen, look, I still showered and everything. My hair was like curled up. I had my silver. I still look some way. I just have pajama pants. Don't get it effed up. Don't get it twisted. I still did a little bit. I still had cologne. Don't get it. Don't get it twisted. I still. Don't worry, I still look some. I just have pajama pants on.
And he said, I get mine.
I get mine. Don't trip. I still know. Look.
Mine on Tinder.
Look, I still know what the. Listen.
Let me upgrade you.
Tinder stuff.
It's called real life.
What I'm saying.
Go to the grocery store. Look, do it the organic way.
I didn't think.
It's called go to the bank, go to the gym, do something, meet people in real life.
Yeah, I wasn't saying like she's out of my league. I'm just saying she caught me. Look, she caught me on an off day. She caught me lacking, but that's it. She caught me lacking that day. That's it. But we just ended up just not. I was like, no, I ain't gonna hit her. I already after that. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna drop y'all.
Do you think it would have been different?
If I would have came like drip,
not like that. Like, so do you think it would have been different if you actually hit her up talking about like, oh, like my bad for showing up like that?
If I would have hit her up again and asked her to go on a set, because I think I could have. We could have went on a second day and I could have like shown her actual proper date.
Got in the way.
However, no. But however, the problem with that is after that, let's just say some things in my personal life came into play, and I realized that I shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah, my cousin said my one line: just say okay and move on. Don't stress.
Yeah, I wasn't. Some things that happened in my personal life, and other people had come into the picture, let's just say, and I realized that I shouldn't have been.
So your options got opened up.
Let's just say that I realized I shouldn't have been doing that. That's this online thing. I got pulled out of it. I was like, that happened for a reason, and it happened that way for a reason. So I need to be pulled out of that. I shouldn't have been doing that in the first place.
Oh yeah, I felt.
So I came back to real life, and I realized.
Yeah. But how long did you online date before you realized I shouldn't be doing this?
Honestly, it was like a month after my. It wasn't that long because I was. Let's just say.
I think he's telling the truth.
I am, and I'm telling you already. But I ended up getting. You do. I told you already. But I ended up getting preoccupied into somewhere that I should have been, something that I should have been doing rather than something that I shouldn't have been doing, and I got pulled out of that. So I got saved from that. So that's what happened with that. So no more online dating for me. I'm done with that.
online dated for 2 months. Perry, on what site?
But yeah, that's it for me for that online dating. That's the.
Yeah. So yeah.
We'll talk about your online dating.
My
talk
online
about
dating.
your online dating.
So my online dating only lasted, I believe, for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, jeez.
Yeah, I had a lot of people hitting me up.
I bet.
You popping?
I would say I didn't use my, not that I didn't use my best photos, but I think I used a lot of candid photos because I was worried where it was like, what if you show up and then it's like, you don't look like your photos, which I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to be that person. Unless you're like the reverse catfish.
Facebook for older women. Dude. Perry was on Tinder and Bumble, which I haven't tried Bumble, but I'm not going to. But anyways, so for the 2 weeks I was on there, like I said, I kind of did candid. I didn't really take it seriously. I think I just put myself out there because I wanted to literally put myself out there, but just to be more comfortable with meeting people, like strangers, or even getting to talk to people, or even it was more about discovering myself and who I wanted to be and who I was comfortable with at the time, and who I was growing into and coming out of. And so it was more like being comfortable with who I was at the time and allowing myself to be vulnerable enough to go on this dating website and not know anybody. And of course be scared as ish, you know what I mean? But at the same time, not realizing what I wanted either. So I was kind of keeping my options open because this way, I mean, people come to you and they ask you questions or they do all kinds of stuff. So there was probably 6 guys that I talked to on a regular basis. I think that's a lot, but we were just chatting back and forth. It was almost like a part-time job at the time, you know what I mean? Because it's like you're trying to get to know each other and do all this stuff. And then it's almost like filtering through people. A lot of it was fakes. Because...
Is there fake, like, men, like, that try to pretend on the other side? Because I know there's a lot of, like, fake woman on the other side. Like,
no, there was actually people reaching out to me on Instagram on top of, like, the dating website. There was actually people reaching out to me on Instagram and they were like, hey, what's up? And there's people who DM me all the time, but there was 2 people in general and they were actually asking me like, hey, how do you feel about, you know, people who are bisexual or people who, you know what I mean, and all this other stuff. And so it was interesting that people were very vulnerable and I guess aware of what they liked. But yeah, I never got any catfishing or anything like that. And there was a lot of guys who always wanted to have like FaceTime or some kind of video because they wanted to make sure that I was who I said I was. So there's a lot of guys that are scared of that catfishing. Oh, absolutely. And I think it's especially if you are an attractive female, they think that you're using either a fake profile or they think, you know, oh, this can't be you. Or
you're
I think
it too much.
Yes. For like, or if you're down to earth and you can actually hold a conversation. I really do think that there was a lot of them that wanted to be on the video and actually talking with me, where it was easier than just chatting, because it's almost like, oh, anybody could say that, you know what I mean? Like, not that there was a grandma on the other line, but you know what I mean? Like, it was like, okay, either she has the face or she has the brain. Like, she can't have both, right? Or even what's wrong with her, right? And there was a couple guys that were like, oh, you know, I don't date people with kids. And I was like, oh, okay. But then they would come back and they'd be like, oh, hey, because I was just easy to have a conversation with.